Yeah! I can't get it over.
Go on, get it up, get it. Well, careful. Oh, it still looks as beautiful as ever.
I am WWF superstar Kevin Owens, joined by WWF Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin, and we are here to let you know that this Thursday, right here on this YouTube channel, we will be doing a charity live stream. It commences at 3:55 BST, which stands for what?
British summertime.
That is correct, Stone Cold. Well done. Gold star for you.
Give me a hell yeah. It's like, oh, what's that all about?
That's a Kevin Owens headbutt for
Thanks.
you. Trademark Kevin Owens headbutt, which hurt a little bit more than I anticipated it would.
Right.
But of course, with it being a charity live stream, we're making the best of an iffy situation, Andrew.
Yeah.
Stone Cold. So all proceeds from the live stream will be going to Amnesty International. I'm going to put that down there because that is really, really heavy. But we are here for our Crown Jewel 2021 predictions. Shall we get cracking with the knack in there, Andrew?
Yes. Yeah, let's do it.
First up, we have Mansoor taking on Mustafa Ali. And who are you picking in this matchup and why?
It's got to be Mansoor. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because he's Superman in Saudi Arabia. He never, ever loses.
That is correct.
I mean, there's no other explanation to it. And on Raw, he was like, "Hey, Mustafa, you think I'm smiling all the time? Man, come get you with me fists and that."
His trash talk reminded me of you. I'm going to show what a horrible man you actually are there, Mustafa Ali. You are not honourable, you're a despicable gentleman, and I will punch you in the face, he says something along those lines. But I agree, this is the biggest and the best streak in the history of professional wrestling. So Mansoor for the win, maybe going on first and getting the main card off to a crowd-popping victory in his hometown of Saudi Arabia.
Next up, we have the Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro, defending their belts against AJ Styles and Omos and Ross. Who are you going for? Sorry, Kevin Owens. Owens. Who are you going for?
Andrew, you make me so happy. I'm going for an RK Bro victory, me. Champions to retain for reasons which are scientific in nature, empirical in execution, and wrestling-centric in their being. I don't know why, but I think they're going to win.
What? I thought you were going to give me some massive spiel there about why they're going to win.
How on earth could I give you some massive spiel about this entire feud? It's been them cutting a backstage promo, interrupted by the other team. The other team cuts a backstage promo. The other team interrupt them. Then they have a wrestle, and Omos kicks Matt Riddle's head off.
I mean, that's true.
Sorry, Riddle, to get his name right.
Thank you. I'm going to go for AJ Styles and Omos, though. I think there's a little bit of tension between Omos and AJ Styles at the moment, and I think we'll see them get the belts, and then things between them start to form a little bit more.
You mean to say there's a bit of conflict between two tag team partners in WWE?
I mean,
we must ask the question, everybody, how will they coexist?
How exactly, and this is how we'll find out when they get the tag team championships, and then things start to unravel, Mr. Owens. So that's who I'm going for. All right.
Yep.
I'll beat you.
Next up in the Queen's Crown Tournament final, we have Doudrop taking on Zelina Vega and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Who are you taking and why?
I say Kevin Owens, give me a hell yeah! I'm going for Zelina Vega to pick up the win in this one. I think Zelina really needs this win. Whereas Doudrop's only just come up to the main roster. I think she's fine doing what she's doing at the moment, building up a little bit of a name for herself, even though we know Piper Niven is one of the most amazing women's wrestlers out there at the moment. You know, I think they're kind of like trying to prove her on the main roster, but I think Zelina Vega is the one that needs this, and I think she's the one to really
fighter.
She's the one to really elevate just this heel queen persona, I think. So what about yourself?
Are you done? Yeah, bloody hell, that was a novel. Sorry. I'm going for Doudrop, me, because what happened on Raw this week, Andrew?
Well, she beat
who?
The Queen of Spades.
Shayna Baszler, the lady who was massacred, Eva Marie, Nia Jax, other ladies, I assume, which I can't remember as I'm stood here right now. Doudrop, yes, it was a bit of a poo house victory, how she sort of rolled her up and got away from it. Yeah. But more importantly, she survived a Karakuda clutch.
A Karakuda clutch?
Give myself a stroke saying that. She survived that submission hold for a long time.
She actually did.
But it does more. Zelina Vega, sorry, get my words out there, put my teeth back in there. Kevin Owens is good at promos, isn't he? It worries me that Zelina Vega was laughing And she being
was.
the lady that she is, I reckon she might have a plan up her sleeve, if she even has them.
She wasn't wearing sleeves.
No, she wouldn't.
No.
They're up her...
Next up for the King of the Ring finals, we have Finn Balor versus Xavier Woods and Ross. Who are you going for? I mean, this is a bit of a tell here, but go on, tell us. Tell us who you're going for.
I am Big O, off of the New Day that time on SmackDown. Therefore, I'm going for my New Day brethren, Xavier Woods, because if Xavier Woods does not become King of the Ring at Crown Jewel 2021 there, Stone Cold Steve Austin, what is the point in professional wrestling?
Ooh.
Finn Balor, if you are the honourable prince that you claim to be, lay down and let Xavier pin you.
I mean, don't lay down, let's have a match.
No,
Yeah? No?
lay down.
All right,
give him
lay
the
down.
crown.
Well, I'm also going for Xavier Woods in this one because even like before this whole tournament, he was rallying on social media being like, bring back the tournament, I want to be King of the Ring, and I can see him having a lot of fun with the King of the Ring persona, with the crown and the cape, and I don't want to see Finn Balor fall down. Careful, because I'm going to fall down watching you do that. Are you alright? I don't want to see Finn Balor go down the rankings, but he's off to Raw. He can do other things on there, and it'll be fine for him. I'm sure it will be. So Xavier Woods, come on, pal, give it to us because we want it, don't we, Kevin?
I've pulled my
arse. Are you
arse.
actually okay? You pulled your
arse.
arse. Oh, it's a Nia Jax situation.
God, eh? My hole. Next up, inside Hell in a Cell. We have Seth Rollins. That was pleasurable on the ear, wasn't it, dear viewer? We have Seth Rollins taking on Edge. Who are you taking and why?
I'm going for Edge because this just seems like the fitting way to conclude the feud. Rhyming schemes. Conclude the feud, I think, with Rollins going in, drinking Edge's orange juice. I think this is the only way to settle this bout, and I think Edge is really...
I'm not being funny.
Edge is really going to get him.
Imagine, right, if Beth and the kids came home and locked their lips on the same bottle that Seth Rollins had his lips locked on.
In this corona time, it's no good, is it?
It's disgusting. My arse is so sore.
I keep pulling these and it sounds like I'm trumpeting.
No one
can
see what you're doing there, so that's pointless.
Pulling. I can't get up there. Look at these sick... Look at them. Who are you going for, Ross?
It's Edge, innit?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say here.
Yeah.
Rollins won at SummerSlam. Edge will win this one.
Yeah, because he nearly killed him, didn't he?
Aye.
Did Rollins?
Put him in the hospital, didn't he? So
didn't
Edge will win this one because of reasons that are to do with professional wrestling.
True.
Plus, Rollins has talked about Edge's family so damn much. How can you say about Edge's family and expect to walk out of Hell in a Cell with all your limbs?
You can't, can you? You just can't.
No, he's going to
You're
kill
done
him.
for. You're done for, pal. Next up in a no-holds-barred match, it is Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley. Someone's gonna die. Who are you going for and why?
Even though he defeated me at Fastlane 2017 to take my Universal Championship, I must pick Big Baldy Bill for the win here because, of course, as we all know, when someone approaches you from the rear and locks in a thing like that, you obviously react very naturally by taking them over your head and assaulting that no good person who does not belong in a professional wrestling ring. Yeah, this feud makes no sense, does it?
It makes no sense at all, and that's why I'm also going for Goldberg. It just like, the whole accumulation of this thing, it's just in Goldberg's favour, I think, at the moment. Will Gageberg get involved?
I hope not.
I hope not, but
if one person should die, it's Gage Goldberg.
But maybe Gageberg delivers the final blow to Lashley to actually.
If one person should die, it's Gage Goldberg because Gage Goldberg is the reason Goldberg is wrestling in 2017, 18, 19, 2021.
It's true. That's true.
End him.
Just all right, Kevin Owens, calm down. But yeah, I got to go for Goldberg in this one. I don't know what else really to say about this. I just think
let's move on then.
Should we?
Video is long enough, yeah.
Woo!
Next up for the WWE Championship, we have the champion himself, Big E, defending against Daddy Drew McIntyre. Who are you picking and why?
I'm going for the WWE Champion. I'm going for Big E in this one. He's only just won the belt. We can't have him lose the belt. I think Saudi, even though I've picked a few weird ones here and there with the Raw Tag Team titles, I think the Saudi shows are kind of like, I say they're like big and happy shows. Things happen on them, don't they? But I can't see Drew McIntyre walking away with the belt in this one. Not only that, he's off to SmackDown, I tell me.
You've just taken the words out of my mouth there, Andrew Stone Cold Steve Austin, because Drew's going to SmackDown next week. Big E's staying on Raw this week. Big E went to Raw before the draft because he became world champion. Therefore, Big E will win. Big man will slap all kinds of meat, though. Bloody hell.
Whoa! The belt! Next up for the SmackDown Women's Championship, we have a triple threat with the champion Becky Lynch defending her title against Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. And Ross, oh look at that, sorry, Kevin Owens again, the big O, who are you going for?
Why on earth would Bianca Belair not win the Raw Women's title last night as we're stood here on Monday Night Raw when Bianca Belair's going to Raw as of next week full time and the current Raw champion is going to SmackDown as of next week full time? This one has set the cat among the proverbial pigeons and I know what they're going to do because we saw with the tag team titles. Was it last year or the year before? I'll give you the red one,
yes,
you give me the blue one.
That was last year, I think.
It's New Day and Street Profits, wasn't it? We're going to have a similar situation, I do believe, with the SmackDown and the Raw Women's titles because the booking has been arsed backwards. Why wouldn't Bianca win, eh? So Becky to retain.
Oh, I'm going for, because of all this switcheroo, everything's going around everywhere, what's going to happen here? I'm going to say that the belt is staying on SmackDown, but coming back with Sasha Banks. Now, I mean, I just don't, it's all confusing where these belts and stuff are going, but I'm saying that it's staying on the brand, there's not going to be any switcheroos, I'm saying that it's staying firmly on SmackDown.
But then I pose to you this conundrum, young Andrew. You're having Charlotte Flair go over to SmackDown, you're having Becky Lynch leaving SmackDown, going to Raw, Bianca Belair leaving SmackDown, going to Raw, you're left with a heel Banks against a heel Charlotte. What you doing there, young man?
Equations just coming, all this swapping. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm an idiot.
You're not an idiot.
I'm not an idiot.
Look at you. You're a fine specimen of a man.
Look at these abs.
I can only dream of those abs. Let's move on. Next up for the Universal title and for the custody of Paul Heyman in a normal singles match, we have Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion, defending his Universal Championship up against Bork the Viking. Who are you picking and why?
I'm going for Reigns to retain in this one, Ross. I don't think it's quite time for Roman Reigns to have his belt taken away from him just yet, and I think there's still a lot left in this feud. You know, getting Paul Heyman involved in there. Look, he's just checking his arms. Getting Paul Heyman involved in there, I think there's a lot more to this storyline that meets the eye. So,
what do you mean by that? You can't tease people like that. What do you mean?
Well, just like, I think there's more to tell. Because we got the bit on SmackDown, didn't we, where, you know, Brock Lesnar was like, I read the contract, you think I just signed it for no reason, but I tell you what, I read it with Paul Heyman, and what's going to happen there?
Cheating on him.
What's going to happen there? I mean, you never know, sometimes I say sometimes, quite a lot of the time, these Saudi shows pull out a massive surprise. But I really don't think this is the place that Reigns loses the belt just yet. What about yourself?
I'm going to go for Roman Reigns' victory. It is very interesting. Whose side is Paul Heyman on? It's anybody's guess at this stage. Is Brock Lesnar just playing funny buggers? Or is Brock Lesnar telling the truth? What do you reckon?
I think Brock Lesnar is telling the truth. Personally.
What game show is that? I'm telling that Would I Lie to You?
Would I Lie to You?
Brock Lesnar with Bob Mortimer. That's what the world wants to see. So Brock Lesnar will lose here and then join the Would I Lie to You cast alongside the likes of Bob Mortimer, who steals that show each and every time he's on.
He's so good. He can rip an apple in half with his bare hands.
He can. It's
He's
fantastic.
mental.
Can Brock Lesnar do that? I doubt it.
No.
Bob Mortimer would beat up Brock Lesnar. Americans have not got any idea what I'm speaking about here, do they? Brock Lesnar for the win here. I agree with him in saying that, not Brock Lesnar for the win. Roman Reigns for the win here, because we are going to go forwards with this feud through Survivor Series and maybe, who knows, onto the Rumble, onto WrestleMania.
Yeah.
The world is our oyster. So there we have it. There are our predictions for Crown Jewel 2021. As I mentioned earlier, Kevin Owens and Stone Cold Steve Austin will be doing a live stream right here on the Cultaholic Wrestling YouTube channel, commencing at 3:55 p.m. BST on Thursday. We'll be live reacting to Crown Jewel. So, you know, come along, donate some money. All proceeds of the stream, or from the stream, I should say, will be going to Amnesty International. So we're making the best of an iffy situation for another year.
Yay!
Any closing remarks, Stone Cold?
Stay safe and give me a hell yeah!
Well, let's just end the video there, shall we? Yeah? Stay safe? When has Stone Cold Steve Austin ever said stay safe?
Have a nice day.
Oh, you are pathetic.